Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Carrying Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I am doing the next episode of my Rank and Rate series. I started this series off with the mythographic books in my collection, where I ranked all of them from least favourite to most favourite, and rated my 5 favourite pages in each of the books. And I am continuing that series today with Rita Berman's books. As you can see, I've only got 5, a lot fewer than the 14 mythographics I have, so it was a lot easier to put them in order, but I weirdly found it harder to pick out my 5 favourites. There's just so many of Rita's pages which I absolutely adore and can't wait to colour someday. But I will preface this video like I did in the last one. This is my personal ranking. This doesn't mean that one book's better than the other, that you shouldn't like that one over this one. Rita's artwork is stunning. I wouldn't have these books in my collection if I didn't absolutely love them. They are all amazing. But this is my personal ranking of how I like the books. And I don't want it to sort of go negatively against Rita's art style. But I'm going to move these to the side and get straight into it. So in 5th place, I have Mein Spaziergang durch die Jahreszeiten, My Walk Through the Seasons, translated into English. This is my least favourite, but there are still so many pages in here that I absolutely love. And when I was flipping through, I was reminded of how many pages I loved in here. Rita does have 4 separate seasons books that focus specifically on each season: spring, summer, autumn, winter. And this is a compilation of some of those pages, not all of the pages from each of the books. For this video, as there are fewer books to go through, I will do a full flip through. Well, I say a full flip through, but I will go pretty fast through it. I will stop on some of the pages that I have coloured and let you look at them for a moment. I love this one, probably my favourite one I've coloured in this book. One of my early colourings as well. I've got this whip that still not felt inspired to finish. This was very close to being marked as a favourite, but I actually picked out this page. I love this page of the cat looking through the window of this beautiful looking cottage here. I've seen it coloured so many times. I think it's just an absolutely stunning page, and I can't wait to colour it myself. I have done this dragonfly. This may have been the last page I coloured in here, which was 2023, September. This lovely beach hut double page spread. This was an early page I coloured. So early that it doesn't have a date. This is another one of my flagged favourite pages. I absolutely love this summer camping double page spread. I see it with nice dark kind of jewel toned colours. So many bright colourful ways you can colour this page. I've seen it coloured so many times and I still love it. I had this one tagged because I think this is gorgeous, but didn't quite make the top 5 favourite pages in this book. Both of these did. I love colouring fruits and vegetables, so this market page and this one with the jars. I did cheat a bit. I'm including both of them because I couldn't pick between them which I liked more. And I think they would look really nice with a similar colour palette for both of them. I have this whip I started ages ago. This might be my favourite page in the whole book. I just love the shoes here. In fact, I remember when I first got it, I was reluctant to colour this because I wanted to wait until I'd coloured a few more pages in this book before colouring my absolute favourite. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, these shoes with the flowers coming out of it, the little ladybird next to it. Really, really love that page. I've coloured this autumnal themed one. Really enjoyed colouring that. I've got this started as a whip. I've just put a bunch of this kind of coppery coloured watercolour and never coloured the patterns. this lovely autumnal themed one, mice. I know she includes a mice themed page like that in all of her season's books. There's a lot of Zendoodly pages in this book, which is why it's my least favourite of all the ones I have from her. And moving into the winter section. There are some really cute winter and Christmas themed pages back here. Sorry if you can hear Lexi in the background. I started this as a whip, I think 2 Christmases ago, and never finished it. I've got my colours saved, so I can come back to that whenever I feel like it. But I have this flagged as a favourite. I just think this... Hello, Lex. Come on in. Sorry for the interruption. She is on my lap now. Who knows how long she'll stay. But I absolutely love this winter Christmas themed market. Just every time it gets to December, usually I've been so busy in work I haven't had the time to colour this. But one year I will actually colour this page, as it is one of my favourites in this book. I've done both of these, coloured them in the same year. Lexi's come back across. No. Come on. Come on then. There we go. She's back on the lap. She doesn't like to sit still until it suits her. But I did both of these in 2022, the Christmas period, with matching backgrounds. And they both turned out very bright and colourful. And I believe those are the last 2 pages I have coloured in here. Yeah, quite a few pages in this book that I'd still love to colour. So that is number 5 in my list of Rita Berman books, the Seasons compilation book. Next up, I've got Develt under de Lupe Zulande, and I really do like this one. I wasn't so much a fan of the water-themed one. She's got one in the same style as this, but water-themed rather than land-themed. Colouring water and water creatures isn't my favourite thing. That book just didn't appeal to me, so I just got this one. And again, a bunch of pages that I've still yet to colour. This is one of my favourites in the book. This gorgeous circular motif with all of these animals themed to the different seasons and sections in this book. Like, you've got some tropical jungle safari animals, some wintry ones, spring ones, autumnal ones. Such a cute page, and you can just fill it with lots of bright colours. Again, this book does have some more patterned pages. I really enjoyed colouring this one. The leaves took absolutely forever to colour, but was really satisfying for me. And it is great to see the double page spread fully completed. Glad I did get that done. It's got some really lovely double page spreads in this book. I've done the Easter egg nest, and I've saved my colours to copy across to the bunny one day. I think that was really cute. And this one has a combination of these simpler ones, of just small designs, single page ones like this mouse with the mushroom house. Really love that page. And more full page ones. This is another one of my favourites, this honeycomb bee page. I just think is stunning, and I see it with lots of gold metallic watercolour on the honeycomb pieces. I think it will look absolutely stunning all coloured in, so that's one of my favourites. But there are some pages in this book where I can't see myself ever colouring them, and that's why it's lower down on my list. This is another one of my favourites. Again, it's a fruit page. You've got some bees. Absolutely adorable. I just went past another favourite. I was too busy flipping through. But yeah, this fruit one is another one of my favourites. In fact, I'd quite like to colour it this summer if I get the time. But this one back here, both of these pages, couldn't decide between them. We've got the bee houses and the teapot with the honey and the bees all around. As you know, I love my bees, so it's hard to not pick bee themed pages as my favourites in the books, and this page specifically was one of the main reasons why I got this book. I saw it coloured so many times and I just absolutely adored it. Moving on, so we get into the autumn season now. So we've just gone through spring and summer. Another one of my favourites, this double page spread of the squirrels and the little acorn houses. How magical and gorgeous is that? And it's a perfect autumnal themed page. Yeah, there's definitely more in this book that I would want to colour than there is in the Seasons book, which is why this one's higher. I love this double page spread and this one as well. I was close to flagging this one as a favourite, but I was only allowing myself to pick out 5. I've done this pineapple, which is a nice bright colourful colour scheme there. Yeah, these jungle themed animals at the back are lots of fun. That giraffe's gorgeous as well. But there we go. That is the Develt under de Lupa Zulande by Rita Berman. I believe now there is an English version for this called Hidden Seasons, which has just been released, or is just about to be released. It's slightly bigger, but I've got this one. I like the small size of it, so I won't be getting the English version. I don't find it necessary. That is the land book. Then we have the travel books. So she has Meine Reise Dutch Asian, Europa and Africa. In third place out of my Rita Berman books is Meine Reise Dutch Asian. Originally I had this second place, but when I was flipping through these to find my favourite pages, I was like, actually, I prefer the second place over this. So this went down a ranking, the other one went up a ranking. But I love these travel books. I wish she was doing another one for America and Oceania, but it seems like she has moved on to a different theme with the next book. I don't know what theme it is. I haven't translated the title, but I am very interested to see what is in it. This is one of my favourite pages in the book. I love Rita Berman's cats. I think they are so adorable. And this one playing with the globe in this really cosy looking house interior, I just think is adorable. Yeah, I do love all 3 of these travel books. I've coloured this one, them on the Trans-Siberian Express. Used a nice rich colour palette there. There. I love that page. I was close to flagging that, but didn't. And this one. And that one. So many adorable pages. I've coloured this one of the swan boats. One of my favourite pages I've ever coloured, actually. It just turned out exactly like I wanted it to. And eventually I'd like to colour the opposite page in the same colours, which is why I've got them saved there. There were just a few pages in here which I wasn't so much a fan of, like this one. Oh, I didn't tag this one. This is absolutely a favourite. In fact, this might be my favourite in the whole book. How did I miss that? I just love this deer with all the flowers. There's a strawberry, a butterfly. It's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, that is my favourite in this book. We've got lots of fun food pages. I flagged this one as a favourite page as well. The hot air balloons going to Mongolia. I just think the composition of it is absolutely beautiful. But it focuses on different countries, going through Asia. It's just a great concept for a book. This is still not completed. I've just got to finish these bubbles, but I didn't like how it was going when I first finished it. But looking back at it now, it's fine. I just need to finish it, and I just haven't. Do any of you have pages like that where you know it wouldn't take long to finish, but you just haven't? I love this one from Vietnam section with the guy travelling in this boat with all of the delicious looking fruit, the fish in the lily pond. Just gorgeous, stunning page. Really like that one, the lady. I think it's quite different from Rita's other works. And you've got some nice fun fruits around it. Love that one with the dog as well. I flagged this as a favourite. I love colouring lily pads and lotus flowers and koi fish. I just think they're a lot of fun to colour. And this is just so beautiful. Can't wait to get that coloured one day. Really haven't given this book enough love. And I flagged this peacock page. I could just imagine it with all the beautiful emerald greens and peacock blues and purples and fuchsia pinks, and just having the flowers complement the bird beautifully. We still have a few patterny pages in here, but there's a lot more scenes which I just love from Rita's. Like, we've got pattern pages like this which aren't my favourite, but it is an absolutely stunning book. I have done this one at the back here, the postage stamp. I think that turned out really nicely with the limited pink, blue, brown colour palette I used. And that is it. I do have a little thing back here of like a main colour to use for each of the countries, although I haven't coloured many pages in the country sections, so I haven't kind of utilised this to the fullest extent. But that is my third favourite Rita Berman book, Meine Reise durch Asien. And the book I was just on about that overtook Asian as my second favourite is Meine Reise durch Afrika. This is the most recent Rita Berman book. I have coloured this first page here. I just had lots of fun using bright, bold colours and spreading them across the page with these little postage stamps. But I just loved all the animals in this book, which is what brought it up in its rankings for me. I've done this sign page, and I've saved the colours again here to bring them across onto the map page, which I always love colouring maps, don't know why. But I have this one flagged as a favourite, similar to the one in the Asia book with the cat. This time it is sleeping on an armchair, and you've got the glaive there. They're getting ready to go on their travel around Africa. Yeah, I love the wildlife in this book so much, like crocodiles, and you've got zebras and hippos and all sorts. Look at all of those there. Look at that leopard or cheetah, not sure which. I think that is absolutely stunning. Another one of my favourites I didn't flag, but these two both absolutely are favourites. We've got the zebra here with all the beautiful florals and all of the safari animals here, giraffe, wildebeest, zebras and antelope. Just absolutely gorgeous. You can play around with so many bright colours. This I kind of cheated because I am actively planning on colouring this for this month, the Tanzanian safari double page spread. I just think this is stunning with the little safari truck, the elephant, the landscape. Beautiful. I have coloured this flamingo page. Did that a couple of months ago. It was a long-term whip that I finally finished off. Again, colours saved for the page next to it. I do like making my pages match in my colouring books. I find it's a lot of fun. Those underwater pages are stunning. This is my favourite page in the book, the ring-tailed lemurs on this little tuk-tuk with all of the fun jungle florals and fruits. I love this page. I think it's so much fun. Another beautiful page of the cat on the boat there. I really like this one as well. I know these cocktails aren't people's favourite pages, but I just think this looks like a lot of fun to colour. The cocktail recipe. And I love this page of the little hut here with all of the flowers surrounding it, a little beehive up there. If it's got a bee in it, it's probably going to be a favourite page of mine. And this book even has my favourite animal of all time, which is a meerkat. And you don't see meerkats very often in books, so it's nice to see it in this one. I love this page as well. Yeah, there's quite a few sort of these tribally patterny pages, which weren't my favourite when I first flipped through, but flipping through the Asian book and then this one, I was like, actually, I prefer this one over the Asian one. Ask me in a couple of weeks' time, and it may be switched around again. Those are the two books where I can't quite decide which is my second and which is my third favourite. But they are both gorgeous books. So that is the Mijn Reis Dutch Africa by Rita Berman. And that means my favourite of Rita Berman's books is Mijn Reis Dutch Europa. This was one of the first colouring books I purchased for my colouring collection. It's got some old coloured pages in here, but they are still some of my favourites I've coloured. I would love to complete this book one day. I've done quite a few in this book, and there's still so many that I've yet to colour and can't wait to. Done both of these. That map was a lot of fun for me to colour. I have this as a long-term whip. I sort of started colouring it with the idea of just colouring little bits as I go, and then I got stuck on some of the colours that I wanted to add or have across the pages. So this side is mostly done and this side's been barely touched. But one day I'll finish it. This was the first page I ever coloured in the book. I just saw rainbow colours with these townhouses there. So much fun. A nice bright rainbow colour scheme and then a pastel rainbow colour scheme, which was this kind of travelling page with the houses in the background. That's really cute. This is one of my favourites. I have pulled this to colour so many times in the past. I just think it looks quite satisfying with all the rolling hills and the fields, colouring them different shades of green, adding maybe a bit of blue or pink into them, a bit of yellow, and just having fun with all of these objects on the back of the car. I just think it looks like fun and I can't wait to get it coloured one day. It's always nice to get a double page spread done. This is probably my favourite page. The gelato page with the ice cream, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, you've got all these fruits surrounding it. It's just a lot of fun. I do really love that page. I've coloured this one, which was a lot of fun, creating these different sort of small victory kind of pages and making them all look cohesive with each other. I think because I coloured in this book a lot when I first got it, done this page, I haven't come back to it later on in my colouring journey. And there's still a lot of favourites. There's so many I want to get coloured. This is kind of crazy bright colours. I tried to channel a bit of Rita Berman's colouring style here, but not sure how effective it was. It's just very bam in your face. But it's fun. It's a fun page. These are two of my favourite pages. And as a double page spread, I just think is absolutely beautiful. The colours I used, really enjoyed colouring it. And I think this is one of the first times I used glitter gel pens on the page, which kind of smeared everywhere, but I'm not letting that dampen my spirits and how much I love these two pages. Done this Small Victories page, which I wasn't a fan of when I first completed it, but looking back at it now, absolutely love it. The bright sort of rainbowy colour scheme, so much fun. I flagged this one as a favourite page. I love swans, and the way Rita draws them is just gorgeous. The bridge and the houses and the leaves floating down, just gorgeous. I'm not sure how I would approach those two pages. This was the most recent one I did. This was May of last year in 2024, the chocolatier page. Went very simple, brown, purple and green and blue for the background. But yeah, I've got the colours saved to bring along to these chocolates over here. This was so close to being marked as a favourite page. I absolutely love this tulip boat. But I decided to mark this one instead of the Amsterdam section. I just think it's so cool how you've got the buildings in the shape of the A for Amsterdam there. Just love it. I've done both of these 2 pages. Really love the colour scheme of those. Coloured pretty much a year apart, but you couldn't tell that they were sort of coloured at such different times. They match very nicely to each other. I did this double page London spread, very different colour scheme for me, very muted. I wanted to create that very dreary autumnal rainy day in London, and I think it came off quite effectively. This is another one of my favourite pages, the pigeons with the parcels and the postbox and the autumnal leaves. I just think is beautiful. I really like these 2 pages that I coloured next to each other. This purple colour goes really nicely with the blue. I like these limited colour palettes in Rita's books. Also love this page of the canal boat with the ducks. Done these 2 hot air balloon pages. They were a lot of fun. Done this Scandinavian themed one. It's not my favourite. The background didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but that's okay. And that is near the end of the book for Europa. Yeah, I would love to get this finished one day. One day. Someday, not today, probably not tomorrow either. But that is Meine Reise durch Europa, my favourite Rita Berman book of all time. So there we have it. That is the next episode of my Rank and Rate series. I would love to hear in the comments, what are your favourite Rita Berman books? How do you rank them? There are a lot fewer of these. Rank them. If you've only got the travel series, just rank those. Do whatever books you have. If you've got the water book, include that in your rankings. I'd love to hear in the comments below. And I really loved watching Jo at Geordie Colours and Erica at Elm Colours. They both have done the Rank and Rate series for mythographic books. I love watching those videos. Again, if anyone wants to do this series and with other illustrators, absolutely go ahead, tag me in them. I think this is such a fun way to interact with the community and see what each of our favourites are and what floats our boat compared to other things. But that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.